What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we're going to be talking about why Call of Duty 2017 is going to have boots on the ground. So, yes, I realize this is still quite a ways off. I mean, we haven't even seen multiplayer gameplay from COD 2016 yet, but, right now, things aren't really looking good, especially in this community. A lot of people are very upset with the direction that Infinite Warfare is taking and going to space and the advanced thruster movement and stuff like that. So I wanted to give people something to look forward to. I'm a pretty positive person. I try to look at the bright side of things. And right now, a really bright thing is that it's very, very likely that COD 2017 will have strict boots on the ground, just like all of us want. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is a kind of vague tweet from Glenn Schofield. And I'm sure you guys remember him. Sledgehammer Games, they made Advanced Warfare. Glenn Schofield and Michael Conjure, kind of like the two studio heads of that studio. And Schofield tweeted back on November 22nd, 2015, just after the Black Ops 3 launch, that we can't talk about the game, but we listened, and I am so effing stoked about this one. Now, obviously, this is a vague tweet. It doesn't, confirm anything. We can't, get anything super solid out of this. He could be referring to a bunch of different things, everything from the advanced movement to the supply drop system to a whole plethora of other things. But I truly think that he's referring to the movement, and here's why. So if we bring up the Call of Duty timeline of recent years, we've got everything from Call of Duty Ghosts up until COD 2017. And you guys know recently they switched over to a 3-year cycle. So I'm no expert. I'm not, in there with them developing the game, as many people say that I work for Activision as I do. I literally have no clue. But to my knowledge and to my experience, the way it works is the first year of that 3-year cycle is a little bit slower. It's not super heavy development. It's more of kind of like the planning stages and nailing down ideas and figuring everything out. And then in year 2, it starts to pick up, and year 2 all the way through year 3 is the heavy development stage leading all the way up right until launch. They literally code the game all the way up until 2 weeks before launch, and then they're also working on first day patches and stuff like that right away. It's kind of crazy how much they work. So yeah, so it's the first year is kind of chill, then year 2 and 3 are a little bit more hectic, and then the cycle just kind of continues to repeat itself. So let's talk about Infinite Warfare. As soon as Infinity Ward dropped Call of Duty Ghosts, development on Infinite Warfare commenced. And, again, that first kind of year or so was a little bit slower. It wasn't super heavy coding and actually making the game and stuff like that. It was more planning it out and getting ideas and nailing things down and stuff. It's still it had started at that point in time. And the advanced movement fiasco didn't occur until kind of midway through Advanced Warfare. I would say, maybe 3, 4, 5 months after the launch of the game. Some people weren't fond of it right away, but I feel like a majority of the people were kind of excited about something new for a very short period of time. There's that honeymoon stage, and then it wasn't until a couple of months later that they realized, wait, hey, we hate this. This is way too much. It's way too fast. And it's not what Call of Duty has always been about. So, at that point in time, which is marked by that little kind of siren there, look how far they had been in the development of Infinite Warfare. It was already well on its way. It was nearing the 50% mark. It would be way too late for them to scrap everything they had worked on up until that point. I mean, it just it wouldn't be possible. They're on a time schedule. They have to have that game come out in 2016, and you can't just scrap 50% of what you've done and start fresh with half the time. It's not possible. So even if they wanted to give the community what they wanted, which I would imagine Infinity Ward would have liked to do, it was too late. They were already set in their ways, and that's something that a lot of people don't understand. These Call of Duty games take a long time to make, so they had been working on this game before they knew that the community didn't like advanced movement. So it was too late for Infinite Warfare and for Infinity Ward to change. However, that's not the case for the next Call of Duty game in 2017 with Sledgehammer Games. So COD 2017 probably started development soon after the release of Advanced Warfare in 2014. And although the crisis involving the advanced movement didn't really happen until, probably a few months down the line, that still wasn't as much of an investment as Infinity Ward had with Infinite Warfare. You know what I mean? Scrapping a couple of months versus scrapping nearly a year and a half is a big, big, big difference. And I believe that that's going to be enough to give them the freedom to, kind of say, hey, we aren't doing advanced movement. We're going to, start from scratch, and we're going to go back to the old school roots of Call of Duty. And then just kind of a little bonus here, that little cheeky tweet from Glenn Schofield, look where it came out. Right here. right after the Black Ops 3 launch. Kind of, interesting timing, eh? So, yeah, guys, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about this. I think there is a very, very, very strong chance that Call of Duty 2017 is going to go back to the old school Call of Duty boots on the ground feeling type of gameplay, which is awesome. And then I'm really hoping that COD 2018 is going to be World at War II. We'll have to wait and see what happens and what direction Treyarch takes. But yeah, so all the people out there saying rip COD and stuff like that, I think this year is going to be an interesting one. I definitely, I can't wait to see what Battlefield does. But I don't think it's anywhere close to rip COD. I think the next couple of years of COD are going to be really, really good. Probably the best we've ever had. So we're going to have to wait and see. But I don't know. I wanted to give you guys something positive to think of. Because I know a lot of us are kind of upset with the direction they're taking right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace out.